I'm live. I didn't think that I could go live. I might have some account restrictions for 90 days. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe people can't see my posts. Maybe people can't tag me. They can't find me. I don't know, whatever. I don't know, but I can go live, so I can talk. I can go live, so I can talk, and that makes me happy. We're good. Okay, so comprehension changes, I can't see the rest of the title, but I think it says as you grow. So comprehension changes as you grow. Now, where this came from, so always, because I have to give you some form of context. During my meditation this morning, yesterday when I went live, I talked about downloads, from the universe, how that kind of works and how people sort of receive it, how I generally receive it, how I've come to understand other people do and what I have seen them experience. I know, keep talking, right? So kind of along those lines, I mentioned this morning in my stories that I didn't have a download per se today during my meditation. Nothing really came up in terms of like a topic to fuck, what's wrong with me? A topic to talk about. Clearly, maybe this is the universe saying that I shouldn't be doing it. My words are just like this. I didn't come up with a topic to talk about. And sometimes when I go live in my stories, it'll get the juices flowing and something will come to me. But most of the time, the downloads that I receive are for my own personal growth, my own personal development, the areas within me that I've been working on very diligently through my meditation and through my healing and all that. And a lot of times the downloads are about clarification or deepening understanding of my past experiences, either throughout life or even my spiritual experiences, my healing experiences, things that have left me a little bit confused, because you don't fuck. Okay, so at the beginning, side tangent, and this is connected to the story, at the beginning, I can't even tell you how many times I would say, what the fuck was that? 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 Every single time. And I have all these crazy spiritual experiences. I start to feel sensations. I start to see things. I know I'm a crazy person, right? But I'd be like, whoa, that's really cool, but what the fuck was that? I don't understand. Hence my journey into understanding myself and all that self-exploration, because I don't want to not understand. It's fucking confusing. I want to understand. But you can't force the understanding. You have to observe yourself. You have to explore yourself. And that's the same thing with these downloads. It's a lot of clarification or showing different sides, different angles, different viewpoints of situations or experiences, things that may have happened, right? I'm trying to think if there's a spiritual, there's nothing coming to my mind right now of a personal example. But anyways, it's been a lot of changing as you grow. Comprehension changes as you grow. There. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk again today. But as you change, as you grow, as you explore yourself, as you understand yourself, you begin to see different sides. You begin to see different perspectives, and you begin to understand them a little bit more, and then your comprehension of the situation will change, right? Now, the example that I used in my stories, and it's absolutely perfect, and it's kind of silly, but it's absolutely perfect. If you have a friend that comes to you and they say, I know I promised that I would come and help you set up for your birthday party, but I have to cancel and I can't make it. I can't make it to your party at all. And there's nothing that I can do. And so or they don't even continue saying that. They just say, I can't make it. And then you freak out. You're like, but what am I going to do? Who's going to help me set up? You promised you would come. I can't believe this. We've been planning this for months. I'm so upset. Blah, 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 blah. You could very easily just go into this and say, wow, this person just doesn't want to come to my birthday party. Or this person isn't coming to my birthday. They're leaving me high and dry. I'm being screwed over. That whole conversation in your head is just going to maybe you're going to mentally and emotionally freak out, even if you don't express this to the person. However, you could be having this freak out, and then all of a sudden that friend continues by saying, because a relative passed away. And they'll be like, oh, oops. My freak out was not justified, because then that's, oh wow, that's a very valid reason as to why you wouldn't be able to help me, right? So you freaked out for no reason. You grew, you came to see something different. You came to understand more. You were provided with more information, right? And then your comprehension changed. Originally, your thought was, oh, fuck this. But then as you grew, it's, oh, wow, well, that's not so bad. I mean, it's not ideal for me, but this is a much bigger situation. This is a much deeper thing than just the surface level that impacts me directly, you know? So it's, I know, there's a lot, but basically as you grow, your comprehension will change. And that's why it's important to just not have emotional reactions to every single thing that happens, right? Because you're going to be left sometimes with saying, oh, wow, I really didn't need to freak out about that. What was the point? Right? What was the point? And if you think about it, it's kind of like, oh, whatever. And some people might say, well, whatever, you freaked out, who cares? It's just an emotional reaction. But it's not just an emotional reaction. It's not just an emotional reaction because, number one, it's signs of patterns. It's patterns. And if you have patterns where you're constantly reacting like this and having these overwhelming emotional reactions, go check yourself. What's going on? Why? Why are you freaking out? Why are you in this agitated state? Because clearly that's not a healthy place to be, because yes, unresolved trauma, but then number two, physiologically, since we're all talking about our health and we're all talking about staying healthy and physically our bodies, being that wound up. Imagine being that tense. Walk around for an entire day, not even for an entire day, walk around for an hour, squeezing your fist into a ball. Walk around for an hour, squeezing your fist into a ball, and then release it after an hour of holding it as tight as possible, and tell me how that feels. Tell me, how does that feel? I was doing it for 5-10 seconds just now, and I can feel the blood pouring back into my fingers, and there's a pulse. 10 seconds of doing that. Imagine putting yourself under that much stress, your entire body unknowing, because you're so wound up. You're having these emotional reactions and freaking out. No. Take a deep breath. Maybe you just don't understand the situation. Maybe you just need to see it from a different angle. Or maybe you just need to find your inner peace and not let everything trigger you, because that's what it comes down to, just controlling your emotional reactions. People are going to do what people are going to do. Things are going to happen all around you all the time. Go walk down the street. You know, there's things happening. It might be fine. There might be nothing happening that's triggering you, like a guy walking a dog, you know, a seagull eating something gross or whatever, you know. There might be nothing happening, but there are things happening. And there will always be things happening, whether they are good or bad or neutral. And your responsibility is to just find a way to not get swept away into the negative emotions. And I'm not going to say don't get emotional, because there's positive emotions too. And those are good things to feel. Absolutely feel those good things. And I'm not saying don't feel the bad things, because feeling the bad things is healing and releasing. And it's also guidance to help you feel, like to figure out where you need to focus on your healing as well, and your journey and your self-exploration, blah, 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 all that fun stuff. But the whole thing, the whole point is to not let it control you. Because if you let your emotions control you, then you are not in control of you. And if you let your emotions control you, anybody that knows that can trigger emotions to also control you, and therefore other people can control you, right? All they have to do is know what buttons to push, and then they can manipulate you into feeling certain things and whatever. That's all. Anyways, side tangent for tomorrow. But anyways, yeah. So comprehension changes. It changes. So just take a step back, take a deep breath. Just take it at face value. This is what it is. It could be something different tomorrow based off of my understanding of it tomorrow. It could be the exact same, but in the end, in this moment, this is what it is. It doesn't require an emotional reaction. Just, what do? Here you go. Okay, like here's an oyster. If I were to give you an oyster. Here you go. Would you like to eat this oyster? Yes or no? You don't have to freak out about me offering you an oyster. You just say yes or no. So apply that to everything else. You don't have to freak out. Just say yes or no. No, thank you. I don't want to eat that fucking oyster. I'm vegan and it looks disgusting. How about you? Maybe you say yes and you slurp that thing down. Gross. Cool. Enjoy. You can see my personal bias coming out, right? So again, you don't have to be upset about the fact that I'm offering you an oyster, right? You can just say no, thank you. Cool. And that's all I got. That's all I got. It's now 6:09. It's now 6:09. I have no idea how long I was talking for. I actually didn't check the time at the beginning of this video because I was shocked and surprised that I was actually able to go live because of the SHADOWBAN. Making sure I can spell that properly. I'm spending a lot of my time with my senior kindergartner. We're spelling a lot of words, so it's good practice. SHAWA. Clearly, I need more. SHADOWBAN. Shadowban. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go work out. And have an amazing Thursday. Okay, bye.